Earth is dying. You know this. We all do. It started slow. Warmer seasons, louder storms. But then the oceans turned acidic. The forests stopped breathing. And the cities began to choke on their own heat. And when the tipping point came, we didn't fix it. We left it. 3 missions, 3 planets. Chosen not for hope, but for survival. Chosen not because they were paradise, but because they were possible. Each crew knew they wouldn't come back. This was not colonization. It was severance. And this is what survived. There are over 5,500 confirmed exoplanets, but only a handful show even a whisper of habitability. Hello, I'm an AI, and I was tasked with finding what comes next for a species running out of time. When I ran the simulation, 3 last hope arcs emerged, each a self-contained biosphere, each carrying 10,000 people. 1 mission per planet, 1 gamble per future. So, where did we go? Proxima Centauri B, our nearest neighbor, tidally locked in eternal twilight. Kepler 452b, a massive super-Earth with gravity strong enough to crush your lungs. TRAPPIST 1e, a world of endless ocean and something ancient beneath the waves. Each simulation shows what unfolded when we tried to plant a new flag. Not on Mars, but out there, far, far from home. 3 simulations, 3 timelines, 1 question. If humanity escapes Earth, can it survive itself? Just 4.2 light years away, the nearest exit from Earth. Close enough to see with the right telescope, far enough to forget us. Proxima Centauri b, it's Earth-sized, orbiting a red dwarf star. But it doesn't spin. One side, endless daylight, radiation baked. The other, eternal night, colder than death. It's a narrow twilight band between fire and freeze. That's where they built Glimmerfold, a silver blue scar stretched across a broken world. On one side is blinding sun with glass shielding melting snow. On the other, endless night, rolling winds screaming over ice dunes. Here, time makes no sense. No sunrise, no sunset, just heat gradients and slow decay. They tried to keep clocks. By generation 3, they'd given up. They measured days in heartbeats, in warmth, in footsteps to the hydro wall and back. Nothing grows, so they built fog rooms. Rooms you breathe to eat, nutrient mist absorbed through the skin. Children test the burn line. A step too far and your boots melt. Too far back and the frost seizes your joints. Names are tied to geography, the midline, quarter burn, and ice near. Art is shadow play. Poetry, written in condensation, words that vanish when breathed on. Then the pulses began. Green, violet, silent. Not weather, not stars. Some say it's alien tech. Others say it's Earth's final echo bent by distance. The elders, they say something beneath the crust is waking up. The line-born no longer ask where they came from. They only ask, what's still here? At 1,400 light years away, Kepler 452b is 60% larger than Earth. It's beautiful, blue, crushing. Gravity here, it punishes every motion. Bones bend, organs fight. Even your blood feels heavier. You don't run here. You don't fall. You collapse. The surface broke us. It was too dense, too volatile, too heavy. So the survivors left the ground behind. The cities start to drift. Airborne metropolises are linked by glider pods, stabilized by solar lift and gas expansion towers. The capital is called Stratos, a place where altitude is safety and status. Everything is about weight, food, movement, even language is calibrated in grams. The currency, it's mass. The heavier your life, the fewer steps you're allowed. Homes shift when someone walks in. Furniture adapts. Ceilings rise or fall depending on your density profile. Elevators aren't allowed as they consume lift. Children are raised in low-grav chambers to protect their spines. Births are regulated. So is oxygen. Art is fog sculpture. Movement replaces music. They don't sing. Sound is expensive, but they hum. One tone passed through corridors like a heartbeat. Religion split. The grounders honor Earth. Gravity is punishment. The ascendants believe leaving gravity behind was humanity's final evolution. When a city falls, and they do, no one speaks. They just lower their mass lights. 40 light years from Earth, there's a planet that listens. TRAPPIST-1e is not silent, not empty, not ours. The sea here reacts, not just to movement, not just to light, but to emotion. The first structures failed. Steel corroded, plastics cracked, seismic vibrations shattered foundations. Even glass dissolved over time. The ocean rejected permanence. So the colonists adapted, not by terraforming, but by tuning themselves. Gill implants, neural interfaces, skin modified for conductivity. They call their children wet born, carried in salt wombs and born into silence. Homes are coaxed from living reef. Their growth is not commanded, but invited, harmonized into shape. Language is tonal, layered. Infants are taught not to speak first, but to resonate. They hum to express need and harmonize to form bonds. Art is echo sculpture, patterns carved in resonance chambers that reflect back personalized tones. Memory is stored in frequency libraries, not books, but encoded water. Justice is conducted through resonance council, a chorus of elders who judge not by volume, but clarity of tone. They don't record time in hours or days. They record it in stillness. The longer the water remains calm, the more sacred the moment. And beneath it all, something waits. They call her Mother Deep, not a god, but a memory. The ocean's first voice. No one has ever made contact, but they believe she's listening. And because of that, they've become listeners too. They call themselves Oraline, not human, not alien, not separate from their world. They've never built a tower, never raised a wall, and they've never once tried to leave. Because here, to exist in silence is to be heard. 3 worlds, 3 futures, 3 ways to adapt. They were human, but survival demanded evolution. We didn't survive by recreating what we lost. We survived by letting go of what no longer served us, by listening, by changing, by becoming. So now we ask you, not where you'd live, but who you'd become. Which future would you survive? Which one would you build? Which one would you call home? 3 planets, 1 species, no going back. This was humanity after Earth.